go from Lambeau. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Mon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Hey, take 26. Give it. 26. Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cook up the gut. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Off the play fake, Mon. Eluding the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Okay, ready? Red, yellow. Blue, black. Peter.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 2nd and 16. Mon. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Mond out of the shotgun. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. On 4th down, Mond. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their... And now the rookie's free. The 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back end.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Over here.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
58.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
88, 88.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mond. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Mond going to throw it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Ready, set.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action here. Mon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And he's going to keep this again. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Joseph now to kick this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, here's Mon. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mon. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond. And this one too low.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Mond. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Joseph's got it, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mon now off of play action. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just one score. Mon throwing for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go to the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now, and this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
Okay, ready?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mon looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Mon. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
86 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Up the middle, Jones. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to hang on the final play to get the turnover to seal this football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory. And
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped a jersey. It's the first half, and we done. I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.
We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know.